All right, here we go, guys. Are we going to break 24-1 today? Um, 24,000 is obviously the linchpin of the day. Can we get above that and hold, which we are right now? Or do we come crashing down here in a second and, we just bleed out on a Friday? This is what I'm unsure of today, but we're going to find out. Good morning, Commissioner. Good to see you, brother. All right. Let's see here, guys. Happy Friday, ProFast guy. Good to see you, brother. All right, that was a decent little wick right there, a wick down, guys, off of the 2450 area. I'm going to be patient again at the bell this morning. As you guys know, this week has not been the strongest week for me. Just getting a read on the price action has been tough for me this week. I've kept the losses relatively small, so to speak. Just kind of death by 1,000 paper cuts, trying to get a read on this. But we're looking to break that here on a Friday, get some continuation, get some moves, and make up for the entire week right here today. So I'm ready for it. I was wondering where my nicotine went, but we found it. And a couple of you guys from yesterday, like I told you, we're trying to migrate over to TikTok. So a couple of you guys, you'll have free Halcyon Light accounts being sent to you probably later this evening. All right, let's see what we can do here, guys. Like I said, typically we're going to wait these first 15 minutes. I haven't done the best job at doing that this week. Very much aware of that, but we're trying to do it today. We kind of have this green candle right here. It looks almost like a Darth Maul candle, from Star Wars. So that tells me that we're kind of 50-50 here, guys. The price went down, trying to break under 24, it wicked back up. The price went up, trying to break above 24.50, wicked back down. So we're just kind of stuck right in the middle of this, well, really the mid area until we can figure out if bulls or bears are stronger today. So I'm going to sit here and let them figure it out. Dude, TikTok keeps saying that it's trying to restrict my visibility. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if it's, can you not have nicotine on here? Um, I don't know what's going on. I don't have music playing. They can't hit me for that. I don't know, guys. They're trying to keep us down. I know that much. Let's see what we can do here. Good morning, don't diddle in the middle. That's hilarious, Chris. Don't diddle in the middle, he says. All right. It looks like we want to make a break for that 24 is kind of what it's looking like right now. Um, you know, whether or not that's the case, we're going to find out, but it's looking like it is. It is definitely looking like it is. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Like I said, I'm going to give it the first 15 minutes here, guys. I do think that we're starting to lean bearish, but the week that I've had, I don't want to take, any unnecessary risk today. Oh, is that what it is, ProFast guy? We can't have nicotine on TikTok? That's crazy if so. I mean, to be honest, what I'm going to have to do, put like little nicotine pouches in a little clear baggie and look like I'm doing drugs on here? That's wild. I mean, it's nicotine. It's not even addictive, guys. It's good for you. Morning, Monty. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. Am I really getting hit by TikTok for nicotine? That I've been on here 2 days and they've hit me 2 days in a row, saying they're going to restrict my video. I'm on here promoting people to better your life, make more money, trade the markets, have a neural enhancer like nicotine, and I'm the bad guy. Morning, guys. Good to see you all. Sean says Zen haters. Dude, I don't even have Zen today. This is going to ban me. You can't see my video because I got the video on TikTok for whatever reason, even though I'm banned on there. I got Alp. Like, I'm not even with Zen today. I'm supporting the smaller brand. All right, that was the little breakdown right there coming to 24. I'm going to take one stab here now that we are down at 24. I'm just going to let it ride for a minute, guys. Trying not to get faked out by like any kind of bouncy bounce that might happen here. I think the overall trend of the morning so far at this point in time is pretty bearish, so I'm just going to try to ride that through as much as I can. Maybe get like, I don't know, 975 would be cool. Have a stop here at 22. That way it's a very minimal paper cut if it does, for whatever reason, hold 24. But at this point in time, we got weakness in the water. Five minutes until the open range is defined. We were looking weak at 24. Just taking a shot. $18-point stop loss. That's enough to let it play out, but it's not too tight. I'm about to drag it down even more so, though, to this wick here. It might tag me, but if so, we lose, what, $290? I think we can live with that. Just looking to crack that 24 stronghold, guys. Put it right above that wick there. Right under 20. All right, and there we go. So we got about 3 minutes here. If we do come back down to 24 test, I will take the shot again. Because I do think that we are weak at 24. We're tapping VWAP on the chart here as well, guys. Morning, Noah. Good to see you, brother. It's looking weak to me, guys. It really is. I mean, we're dangerously close to this open range low level down here. I mean, I guess in theory it could hold it, but it's just, I don't know, man. It's popping above VWAP right now. I'm going to give it these next 2 minutes and let it work itself out. I see a strong argument to be made that we're forming a bear flag here on the 2-minute time frame. Yeah, it's tough right here. I do see a potential bear flag forming. Technically, we held the open range low, though. We're close down here to 24, a key level. A lot of ifs out there on the board right now. Coming back up to 30. I think I'm going to take a shot to try to break 30 here on this little bit of momentum that's trying to come into play. Okay, we're breaking 30 a little bit. See if we can keep it going. It's trying. Key level right here. Put a stop under this candle, though. That way, in case we do slam down hard, we're not wrecked. Takes the stress off of the trade. Trying to break. Just waiting to put the stop in the profit, guys. Okay, are we going to go here? If we can just clear that wick that we just put in, I think we'll go. The open range is defined, and so far we held it. Okay. Stop in the profit now. So it's a free trade at this point, guys. Okay. All right, we made $100 back right there. I'll take $100. We're in the mid of the open range right here is where we're at. So like this 30 area is kind of smack dab in the middle of our open range area. At this point in time, it looks like we want to go. So I'm going to go again. You know, just trying to play this momentum here, guys. I'm a momentum-based trader. We haven't had a lot of momentum this week. That's been the problem for me anyway. Maybe we can go up, break 50, maybe climb up to that open range high test. We'll see. Stop down here. Well, actually, I think it's got to be below 20. That's where the stop's going to be. So 16-point stop. If it breaks under 20, I would be really worried about a bullish continuation. If it holds 20, I'd feel kind of good about one. But I do think that we want to go up, clear above this red candle here, and then maybe go make a 50 test. If I can get closer down to my stop, I would like to take a second contract in. That way I can get more size with the least amount of risk as possible. Extra risk, I should say. Okay, and I think I'm going to take it right there. That's where I'm taking my second contract at, guys. So we got 2 on it. Added an extra like $200 worth of risk to the trade. Okay, there's the 20 test. Let's see if we can hold 20. This is the key level. This is what, you know, the move rests on. Can we hold 20 or do we fail 20? If we fail 20, I want to see how hard we fail it. Maybe I'll get short trying to break under 24. But as long as we hold that 20, like I said, I'm in. In it to win it. If we can push back here above the 30s off of that 20 hold, that's a great sign. Great sign. All right, and we're tagged at 20 right there. Looked like it was trying to form a bull flag. I guess it did not. Let me make sure that we don't snap back up and I just got stop loss rated. We'll figure it out. It's a possibility right here that that's what happened, guys. I think so. So I'm going back in the thing. Okay, can we push here? Think it just stop loss rated me, so that's why I'm back in. Want to push up, break 30s, go for the open range high. Okay. Stop in the profit here. All right, there we go. We made some back. Only red 600. Still think that we might be looking bullish, though. We held 20. I just got, kind of rated is all. That was weird. Something happened to my connection. Okay, 24 average here. We're holding the 20s pretty decently. I will say that. Put my stop down here, right below 15. Okay. We're trying to go, guys. I'm going to let it ride for a minute. We are going to let her ride. Okay. If we can clear 30, go for that 50 test. Think we could have something on our hands. This looks like a decent enough flag to me. I mean, I would take this 10 out of 10 times. It's just, can we get the continuation price action to work in our favor? All right, well, we made 70 bucks back. Tricky price action indeed out here. I don't know, guys. I have to shoot it again with 2 contracts. We're holding too close to 30 up here. Usually when you can break above the 30s, well, really any 30s level, you get a decent little move. That's just what I've noticed. Everything's screaming bullish. So I'm going to ride this one out, guys. Okay, we're trying to break these 30s. That's the move we're wanting for. I don't want to put my stop too early in, keep getting tagged out for like $70, $60 here if I can get a bigger move, which is trying to happen right now. Okay. That's what I thought was going to happen, guys. There we go. Okay, there's 250 bucks back. Only red 300. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. That's what I'm saying, guys. This week has been very, very tricky to trade. This price action has been difficult, man. See if I can't get under 40 here to go back in. Take a starter at 42. And if I can get like 35, 34, something like that, I'll put another one in. But if not, I'm in the game. On the way up to 50. Okay, another 50 bucks right there. We'll take that. Shoot it again right here that we're still hanging out at 50, trying to go for the break. Maybe I'll still end up getting like a 35 entry for my second contract, hopefully. $50 test right there. We just need to clear 50. We don't want to Randy Orton slam down at 50. Stop down here at 31. If I can get sub 40s, I'll take a second contract. Just have to be really careful when I add this second contract. Okay, there's 38. I think I can get a little bit cheaper. There we go. Now, as long as we hold above 30, we're good. Under 30, we start getting, sketchy area. Yeah, I got my stop in trade. So I'm risking, 450 bucks on this. See if we can't get, a decent candle to the upside here. Go ahead and move my stop up, in the profit. That way, zero risk on me. Take one of those contracts off, ride one through this. Okay, we're flat right before the news candle comes out. I do think it's going to go up ultimately, but hey, we're only down 200 bucks. Wait for the news candle, then get a trade. But let's see if it breaks 50. Well, good thing we got out of that one. I still think we want the 50 break, guys. I really do. Take the shot right here. Stop right at break even. I'll have to get back in if it hits me.
Order filled.
Okay.
Order filled.
Come on. Give me the 50 break. That's a pretty strong wick right there. Testing open range high up here. Pressing for 50. Held 20 even on that wick. There's just a lot going for this that it's screaming that it wants to go up. Pressing at the 50 test here. Maybe we can go up and clear that wick at 64. See what we can do here. Pressing for 50. I think we're going to get it. I'm going to have my stop under this wick right here, though, at 34, just in case. I'm risking $200, which is fine. And we're still in that open range, guys. We haven't fully broken above or under the open range. I think we're making a case that we can go break above it. Okay. It's trying. Stop it. Okay. $100 back. We're only red 100 now, guys. Not too bad.
Order filled.
Guys, I think that we got more to go up. I mean, looking at the 5-minute, it's pressing for that break. We're trying it. Can we press?
Order filled.
Okay, we'll take 50 more dollars, sure.
Order filled.
Go in again here. I'm really thinking, guys, that we have a big move to the upside coming. I mean, I've been trading it on the way up. A part of me wants to size up into this thing, but I'm, playing strict and disciplined today, so I'm not going to size up yet. Unless I just get the most obvious entry of all time here, and then we'll do so. We're going for that open range high test though. Holding 50. I like the chances for the bulls here. I'm just being a little bit cautious here in case we do get a dip and I can get my second contract on the dip instead of right here at 50. We're playing a pretty safe game this morning though. Get a little bit green on a Friday and then we can have a good weekend. So here's where I see my stop being, right here at 34.50. It's under this structure here, kind of where these wicks are. I think that is the logical stop that we should have. And now I'm going to try to let this press a little bit for me to go break the open range high. Maybe we can get in the green off of this trade right here. Okay, stop in the profit here.
Order filled.
There we go. We'll take another 50 bucks.
Order filled.
Put one back in because I do think that ultimately we want to press right here to 64.50. Stop under this wick right here. See what we can do. I might add a second contract into this if it keeps holding this 50 level. You know what? I almost want to take that take profit off because I do think if we clear that, we got much higher that we can push. But that's kind of where I think that we're at least going to go to. And then I'll drag my stop up pretty close to that. That way I can try to ride this thing if it wants to continue above that. It's trying to right now. Pressing, guys. Testing the open range high. I do have trading view charts on off of this screen. So we're literally testing the open range high as we speak. I'll draw that on this chart after this trade so we can all see where it's at. Go and put this in the profit here. A little bit more in the profit. Can we go up there and press it? All right. Well, we just captured 60 more bucks. We're down $70, guys. Basically break even right now.
Order filled.
Get my next contract right here, because I still think that we are going to go clear that wick. You know, I'll kind of do the same trade idea 3, 4, 5 times as long as it's still in play. Stop right there at break even.
Order filled.
Okay, that's fine.
Order filled.
Sam, I see your chat in YouTube here, but I don't see what message you're talking about. I have 3 separate chats pulled up. You know, there's a lot of comments coming through, so not to be rude, but I'm not only looking at your comment, but I really don't see what comment you're talking about. But I will tell you this, insulting me is not a way to get what you want, whatever it might be that you're wanting from me. Insulting is never a way to do so. Stop down here under structure. We need to see if this is a reject of the open range high or not. Looking like it could be for the time being.
Filled.
I'm going to add one more here to average down a little bit under 50. And as long as we hold that 34 area, we'll ride it out. Did you DM me directly on YouTube? I really don't see it.
Order filled.
Okay, we're tagged right there, guys. So that was a reject of the 50 area.
Filled.
Let's see how much we can bleed down. I'll take one, trying to bleed this down. Yeah, see, Sam, nobody else sees the message either, dude.
Order filled.
Okay, let's get this bleed out here.
Order
Okay, 60 bucks, locking that back in. Testing that 30 area. We are trying to break down though here, guys.
Order filled.
Yeah, Sam, nobody sees your messages. And like I said, yelling and insulting does not change the fact that we don't see your messages. It's actually very rude. So So that was a pretty big slam down at the 50 level right there. We are back to this 30, which is another key level. Let's see if we can have some continuation on the sells here.
Order filled.
Stop loss right here. Getting back into, okay, we're about to get hit right now.
Order filled.
Take that off right there. Yeah, it's very tight, Noah. We're right in the middle of the open range is where we're at. So we really don't have any movement today at all, hardly. We're sitting above VWAP, right in the middle of the open range.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'm actually going to take a shot to the long side here on a potential VWAP hold. See if I can't go get a 50 break with a little bit more size. Okay, so far so good. Yep. We're trying, guys. We are definitely trying.
Order filled.
Hey, there we go. We made 500 bucks back right there. That's what I'm saying. Like, you cannot have a bias in this game. If you think it's going to go short and it's telling you that we're trying to reclaim,
Order filled.
you can't stick around with that bias. And the same way for the long side, guys.
Order filled.
You know, all it takes is one good trade and it puts you, back in the ball game. But you can't bleed your account down before that good trade comes. So, I'll take a million paper cuts if I have to, if it means that I'm still very much in the game for when the big trade comes. See if we can't break 50 here, guys. And do it right here, right now. Okay, stop slightly in the profit. Let's go.
Order filled.
Okay, there's another 160 locked back in.
Order filled.
And I'm going to shoot the ball again on this next attempt to break the open range high. I think we're going to break it. Yeah, we're trying to break it, guys. So I'm back in. Come on, baby, push. Let's do it. Can we do the thing, guys? Can we do the thing? We're trying to.
Order
All right, there's a $400 trade. We're only red $100, guys. That's what I'm saying. You can take as many paper cuts as you need, as long as you let them be paper cuts. Don't get too frustrated and you keep shooting the ball so you can still be in the game. Yes, Sam, I'm not even looking on X right now, man. When I'm streaming, I have no access to see anything off of live chat. I can see the live chat on X and I can see, live chat on here, but your comments outside of that, I cannot see. I'm trying to, one, watch the chart and make money. Two, I'm trying to, talk to you guys on live chat. So I apologize if I can't look at 20 different sources to see these alleged messages. But again, I'm not ignoring you, but I will remind you, nobody likes rude behavior. So if you do have a legitimate question, we will get to it, and I will more than happy talk to you, but I will not be spoken to in a rude manner and then called a dishonest person. That's the most ridiculous behavior I've ever seen. I'm leaving one in right here, guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a stop under this wick right here. Playing it nice and tight up here. I think we do want to go clear 75, but, I'm playing it tight where we are up here, at the open range high. We could slam back down. And if that's the case, I don't want to ride it all the way down. $75 test right here. I would like to bust above 75. With my stop up here basically at break even, so I'm risking $50 at this point. We're either going to break 75 right here or we're going to come back down and creep down a little bit. So, low risk trade here. Okay, we're trying it. Stop in the profit. I would like to make as much as I can, but if I make a little bit on it, then hey, I took the shot, made a little bit, whatever. And there we go. Made $30 on that. But what we're doing is we're chipping away. No, I accept your apology, man. Like, I hold no grudges. I truly don't. I'm just letting you know nobody saw your messages, and regardless, you know, hold yourself with a little bit of manners, in life, on here, everywhere, and, just don't be rude. Like, we will get to your message as soon as I see it, I promise. You guys should know that by now. If it takes me a little bit of time, that's not a personal attack against you. Just let's nobody be rude. Okay. We're hanging out above this open range, tapping 75. I want to see if we push down under 75 or if we can bust above it. I'm thinking that we're going to bust above it, but, I also would like a slightly better entry. If this one gets away from us, it gets away from us. All right, let me check the TikTok chat here, see what's going on over there. Can't believe, guys, that TikTok has restricted me for nicotine is my best theory. Let's go green, do it for Dale. That's my intention, Chris. So my intention is to go green today. To end the small paper cut streak. Okay.
Order filled.
I'm getting my entry right here at 70. I tried to grab it at 68, just wasn't quite quick enough. I do think 70 is a fair entry with the stop loss down here at 62. And if we can get above 75, I'll put my stop slightly in the profit and see if we can't push into the 80s. We will go green today, Chris. Do not worry, brother. Do not fash. If I can make it to Chipotle today with trading profits and pay for my meal, I will be thrilled. After the way that this week has gone. Yeah, I'm figuring that one out, Crooklyn, that, they have really. Dude, I didn't even put nicotine in my mouth yet. I guess they saw it on my desk. And like, nope, we got to watch out for this guy. Okay, we're slightly in the profit on, we were slightly in the profit on that trade, but I'm going to try to let it play out as much as possible here and get in range of being green. Okay. We're trying, guys.
Order
All right, hey, there we go. We made 40 bucks on that. We're down 80 right now. So we're a little bit closer. Rules were meant to be broken? Yeah, they are, man. Well, the thing is, like, the violation that it gave me, guys, was like that I was like using unoriginal content. And I don't know what that means. I have myself and my own charts. I don't know how more original content you can get. I'm not like stealing some trend that, other TikTokers are doing. I'm not stealing some video that's already been posted. It's me and my chart and a can of nicotine. And my best theory at this point, maybe I'll message them, but my best theory is that the brand of nicotine is somebody else's content. I don't know. Maybe I could throw a hope and a prayer, see if Tucker Carlson would respond to a DM and give me permission to have a can of his Alp on screen. I don't know. So we're dancing on this open range high level. I don't know if we're going to break back down under it or if we're going to hold it is the only problem, guys. I'm thinking that we're going to break above it. Yep. Okay.
Order filled.
Hey, there we go. Okay, that was like a $75 trade. We're only down $16 after commissions. We're getting close, guys. We're getting real close.
Order filled.
Taking a shot back here at 75. Put my stop under this structure. So I'm risking 180 bucks. I know I'm wanting to go green, but also I have to trade each trade fairly. I got to give myself a fair stop loss on each trade. Okay, it's trying. We were technically green right there, unrealized, but I'm going to try to let the trade run, guys. Give it a fair shake. Okay, let's go. Yep. Come on, baby. Okay. Can we keep it going, guys?
Order filled.
There we go. We're up $75. Noah says that was a snipe. Yeah, man, it's like, here's the thing, too. And, I feel like we're all a pretty good group here. I mean, we're consistently in the trenches every morning for months together. We've had some fantastic trades on here. I've had some fantastic weeks. I think my best week live trading on here, I made right around 40K on the week. This week, I'm small red on the week. I think, I have to go back at the end of the day and add it up. I think I'm probably red somewhere $3,000 to $4,000 on the week, okay? $3,000 to $4,000, it is a lot of money. I mean, in perspective, if the green weeks are, an average of 10, 15, maybe 20K weeks, if that's the average green week, and if I'm having just a bad performance week and I keep my loss to $4,000 on the week, in perspective, that's pretty good risk management. And here's the truth of the matter. It's just I haven't had the best read on the market this week. And I don't know if it's a personal thing going on. I'm just like not in tune with it this week. If the price action is not favorable for me, I know that is the case. Regardless, there's no excuses in trading. You can't control the market. What you can control is your risk management. So, if I'm on here getting paper cut for a few days, but I'm controlling the bleeding, I believe that is good practice on the long run. Well, in fact, I know it is. I've been trading for 10 years. So, you know, 1 week's not progress, but 1 week's performance is not indicative of an entire career. And these things happen, guys. And I want to be fully transparent with you guys that every trader, no matter how long they've been trading, they go through a week, sometimes a couple weeks, that they're just underperforming. And that's what's happened to me this week. So, we're ending the red streak today, though. Like, we're in the green now. We're going to try to keep it going. But that's trading. Anybody that says they don't have little slumps here and there, they're lying. And, my goal of this stream, of my Twitter, everything, is authenticity and transparency. And it would not be very authentic to just, post every day, I never lose, I don't miss. Like, oh, what, you can't trade this price action? It's like, no, it's not that you can't trade the price action. It's just, hey, it got you today. Maybe it got you 3 days in a row. Does that mean that you're a bad trader because you lost 3 days in a row? Paper cut losses? I don't think so. And that's the truth of the matter, guys. But at this rate, here's what I don't like about today. We've had very little movement. Let me switch over to the 5-minute chart, guys. So, if you look at the 5-minute chart, this is all we've had all day right here. This is, what are we talking? Like maybe 80 points total movement? Not that much, guys. And it's been, a rocky 80 points. It's not been like a straight up thing. It's just been kind of, choppy, rocky, fake out, whatever you want to call it. But hey, we survived. We took plenty of shots this morning. Took a few losses. I think at one point I was down $1,100 this morning. We base hit our way back. Am I up an incredible amount of money? $73? No, that's not, but it's green, and it's the reality. We're not in the red, and we're going to live to fight another week. Let me do something here, guys. Here's what we're going to do. Let me end this TikTok stream, and then I can put my camera on YouTube and Twitter and see what we can make happen. Maybe we get some good action that comes right now. And I got to figure out with TikTok, man, like, are you not going to promote my video because I have nicotine? What am I doing wrong? Communists. Okay. In the TikTok, let me go get my camera fixed on here now. Then we'll be in business, guys, I promise. I'm going to take a starter short right here. Give me 1 second, guys, and let me get my camera going. One second here, we'll get this figured out. Okay, well, the camera is being very temperamental right now. We'll have to play with that in a minute and manage this trade here. Okay, I appreciate that stock, Don. Maybe I'll look into that. I'll get that squared away. See if we can't nail this short right here, guys, and come back down into the opening range. Put a stop above these wicks right here to not let it get into the 90s on us. Just looking for one little swipe down back into this open range. Because we just do not have much continuation happening. So I would assume that, I mean, we could have a fill coming up on our hands. And we are on the 5-minute time frame on screen, guys. That's what this is. Would like to come back down under 75 is kind of what I'm looking for on this trade. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. That would be ideal scenario for a decent little move. It is trying, I will give it that. Move my stop down, so I'm risking 175 bucks. Puts me back to flat on the day. And I would take a coffee break if that's the case. Okay, there we go. Coffee break incoming. So I'm flat $100. Maybe I'll take me a Starbucks run to a different Starbucks because I'm banned from typical Starbucks. And, you know, maybe when I come back, we've gotten some better movement. Um, I like the trades that we've taken this morning. I'm flat on the day. $100 is flat. Red or green, that's basically flat, guys. We didn't go on tilt. We took advantage of the opportunities that we were given, and we made it happen. But I do appreciate you guys. You sticking with me this week. I mean, it's been a rough week for me, guys. One second, let me see how many people are watching Twitter before I tell this story. Okay, well, we got like 775 of you guys on Twitter, but you know what? F it, I don't care. So, last week we had another legal hearing in this nightmare chapter that's been a witch hunt for 3 years now. So anytime that we have those little hearings, it just like gets you a little bit on edge and antsy. So that happened toward the end of last week. The hearing went fine, great actually. It's just anytime that stuff is sparked up, it's just like that little pit in your stomach, frustration, just all of the feelings pops back up. So thank you guys for hanging out with me this week. We got it back on the rails today though, so I'm hoping for better price action next week, and we'll make a lot of money together next week. And another thing that I want to say is more and more of you guys are getting those Halcyon accounts. I'm getting new DMs daily, seeing new posts. People are saying, man, this is like the best prop account that I've ever been on. I'm like, yeah, I know, man, it really is. That's why I've promoted them so hard. So that makes me happy to see that, you guys are even getting payouts. You're getting close to your payout and you're having a good experience. I think that's a great thing. So we're going to keep going on a run together. We're going to make lots of money the rest of the year. And the goal is everybody becomes financially free. That's the ultimate goal, guys. All right, so we're going to test 24-100 right here. I'm not going to go in for the test of it. Like I said, I'm going to go get more caffeine. And then when I come back, hopefully we have some better movement and, it's not just Chop City. So I will see you guys in a bit.